In this video I'm going to show you how to get accurate customer locations for WooCommerce order delivery. For example, if I press on a detect current location, it displays my location on a map. I can also drag a location in a place I think is more accurate. I can also add my address here and it auto-completes it in a way like you see right now. Next I'm going to show you how to set up shipping cost by regions. As you see, I have 3 regions here. $8, $4 and $5 a region. Currently my location is in this region, but if I move it, it says flat rate $4. If I move it again, it says $8. And if I move it outside the regions, it says that we do not ship over there. Also, I'm going to show you how to add a cost per distance. For example, if I choose the location, it says the cost is this amount here, flat rate 10 cents per kilometer. And if I choose a location that is outside my shipping area, it displays this message here. And these are only some of the features I'm going to show you today. So if you're interested, then jump in because it's going to be a fun ride. Now, in order to make all this work, we need to install a plugin, and the plugin is called Location Picker at Checkout and Google Address Autofill for WooCommerce. It's a fairly new plugin, but it already has more than 800 active installations and impressive 5-star ratings from 29 users. It has a free version that has a lot of core features such as Google Places, Autocomplete and so on. And the free version is the one that helps small stores to get started. But for stores which want more customization and fine-tuning options, there is also a pro version. So in this video I'm going to show you both of them. Now let's head back to the dashboard. Go to plugins, add new, and let's search for Location Picker at Checkout. This one here. Install it and activate it. I'm going to press skip, and next I'm gonna go to the WooCommerce settings, Location Picker at Checkout, if I'm not already redirected. First, there are some pointers for you. Just go through them. It shows what is what. And as you see, the first thing you need to do is you need to add a Google Maps API key. If you already don't have one, then click on this Learn More button here, and there's a tutorial how to get the Google Maps API key. In order to keep this tutorial short, I'm not gonna go through how to create the API key. You can do it by yourself later. Instead, I'm going to add my own API key here first. Next, there are some settings for you. Whether to detect customer location on checkout page load. There is explanation here, but long story short, it would be wise to keep it deactivated. Force use of map, yes. Enable clickable icons, once again recommended settings disabled. I'm gonna leave remove plus code from address and show map on order received page activated. I'm gonna activate show map on view order page. Later we're going to show what's what. But as you see, every option here has a nice documentation and explanation for you. For example, if you would like to show map on view order page, then as you see, it shows up on the account page. Next option, ask whether you would like to add a map link to the order emails. Yes, of course. Whether it's a button, QR code or static map. I'm gonna choose button, link location before customer details, and it's going to be added to the new order emails, processing emails, on hold emails, and completed orders. Places autocomplete, that means whether I would like to use Google Autocomplete for the addresses. Yes, I would. And for billing address and for shipping address. Next one, whether I would like to hide map when using Places Autocomplete. I don't want that. And that's about it. There are more options, but those are for the pro version. We're going to take a look later. So let's save those changes here and let's go to the checkout page and see what's what now. I'm gonna refresh it. And as you see, there is a map here, but there is also a message for the admins. As you see, it says some websites might have issues with displaying or using Google Maps. If you're having issues, then please have a look at the browser console for any errors. If you don't want to see those messages here, then go back to the debug, hide the admin checkout notice, save changes, refresh it, and it's gone. Now let's test this detect current location option here. I'm going to detect it and my browser asks whether I would like to share my location. I click allow, and it displays my location here. It might not be correct one, therefore your user has an option to drag the location in a place that is more accurate. But we have also an option to use the autocomplete we set up before. So let's test it out. I'm gonna add a random address here. For example, this one here. It fills all the fields as you see, and it changes the location on the map. Once again, I can drag it here if needed. And what's cool is that all the data in the address fields are modified in a second. The same goes with the ship it to a different address here. For example, this one works like a charm. So this one seems to be working. Therefore, let's refresh the page once again. And as you see, for some reason, it shows some random place here. Therefore, let's go to the display settings and set up the default coordinates. How can you get the default coordinates? As you see, there is a link here. Press on it. It will take you to the latlong.net. Add your address. For example, this one, find, and it gives you latitude. Grab it, paste it here, separate with comma, grab longitude, paste it here, set up the default zoom, for example, 11. You can change the background color, map height, for example, 500 pixels. You can set the map height for order received page and order page. And the same goes with the width. Those options here are for the pro version. Therefore, I'm gonna save changes, refresh the page. And as you see now, the default coordinates started to work, and this is a place that is displayed on the map. So let's go back to the dashboard. And as you see, there is also an option to choose a location of the map. I like the top of the checkout form the most, therefore I leave it as it is. Next one, let's set up some store locations. For example, store 1. And once again, you would need to use a lat long for coordinates. Just enter your location, press find, grab the latitude and longitude, and add those here. I'm gonna set up 3 stores. And as you see, I have store 1, store 3, store 2, all are here. And if I choose the autocomplete address here or detect location, then the deliver from appears here. That means I can choose the store I would like my merchandise to be sent, whether it's store 1, 2, or 3. So it seems to be working well. That means we're gonna go back to the dashboard and open up the visibility rules. There are some options, and first of them is that we can hide the map for guest users. I'm not gonna do that. Hide map for shipping methods. I'm gonna choose local pickup, for example. I can also hide the map for specific shipping classes if I choose here. I can display or hide the map if the coupon is used. And there are some shipping zone options for the pro version. I'm gonna show you later. So let's save changes and let's test it with a local pickup. So at the moment, free shipping is here. This one is selected. Now let's choose local pickup. And as you see, the map is hidden now. Back to the free shipping, and the map is once again visible. Next one, shipping options. As you see, there are only pro version features here. I'm gonna take a look at those later. There is also export version, and this is also for the pro, but you can download the sample export file here. And debug is the one I showed you earlier. Pay attention that there is a housekeeping checkbox here. If you check this one and save it, that means if you delete the plugin, then all the plugin settings are also deleted. So be careful with this one here. Okay, now it's time to test it. I opened up the incognito mode from my browser. I'm gonna add something to the cart. Let's go to the checkout page. Detect current location, allow. It sets me up here. Let's test, yes. Dragging works. Delivery from store works. street address works. Let's add some other one here. Let's create an account. Next, let's place an order here. As you see, the map is shown here. Let's go to the My Account page, Orders, View, and there is a map also here. If I open up the email, there is a delivery location. If I click on it, it opens up the Google Map here. If I go to the WooCommerce Orders page, and as you see, there is also a map with an actual location your customers set up. Once again, works like a charm. And this concludes the features of the free version. Now let's take a look at the Pro version. And the Pro version has 3 pricing plans. That is single site plan, 5 sites plan, and unlimited sites plan. There is annual option and lifetime option. As you see, pricing is quite reasonable. For single site is $39.99 per year, and for unlimited sites is $259.99 per year. And there are also lifetime prices here. But those are the official prices. If you take a look at the description of this video and follow the link I have added over there, then you can use a coupon that is also in the description of this video. If you use a coupon, then you'll get the 15% discount. Now when this is out of the way, let's take a look at the Pro version features. And let's take a look at those one by one. So first, display settings. Let's scroll down. The Pro version allows you to set up the map IDs. I'm not going to show you in this tutorial how to do that, but if you're interested, then click on the Learn More link here. This one describes you what is what. Pro version also allows you to set up the marker icons. You can use them as a main map markers. Next, let's take a look at the store locations here. Those are the 3 stores I set up earlier. There are no Pro versions here, but if you open up the shipping settings over there, then you can set up cost by store location. In a minute, I'm gonna take a closer look at it. But first, let's take a look at the cost by region. What will it do? It allows us to create the regions on the map and set up the shipping cost for these regions. What do you think? Let's create some regions here. Pay attention, there are some icons for you to use. One is hand icon here. You can drag your map around. And there is a draw a shape icon here. And there is also a full screen option. And if you press on the escape button, you will be out of the full screen. You can zoom in here and let's start dragging. I'm going to click here and just a random region just to display how does it work. If you set it up, you'll probably do it in a better way. Nevertheless, give it the title, region 1, price, €5. Color, I'm gonna set the first one as a default color. Now it reloads, and we have added our first region. Let's add another one, just to demonstrate how does it work. Let's close the ring, give it the title, region 2, €6. Let's add another color maybe, or leave it as it is. You can do it as you like. Once again, it refreshes. And now we have added 2 regions here. In order to keep it short, I'm not going to add any other region, but you get the point. Next one, let's take a look at some settings. First one, there is a shipping methods here. I can choose shipping methods that apply to these regions. For example, if someone chooses flat rate, then only those shipping regions are calculated over here. Now some options here. Ship only to drawn regions. Yes, that means if checked, the customer will not be able to place an order unless they choose a location that falls within any of your drawn regions. That means if I choose a location outside the region, then this message, unfortunately, we do not currently ship to your region, is shown. Show shipping map regions on checkout map. Yes, what will it do for us? I'm gonna show you in a minute. Display shipping region names. I'm not gonna activate. but I'm gonna activate the prices just for you to see. Default region color is this one here. So let's save it and go to the checkout page. There you go. Let's zoom in. Those are our regions. I'm gonna add the address, which is inside this region. And as you see, the flat rate $5 is shown here. If I drag it in the other region, it refreshes and displays $6. If I drag it outside the regions, then it says, unfortunately, we do not currently ship to your region. And this way you can set up cost by a region. One more thing, as you see, there is a save the shipping address for the future. I'm going to show you where this one comes from. If you go to the General tab and scroll down, there is a saved addresses. If you enable this one, then on the checkout page, it's here. It's also a pro feature. I'm going to save the shipping address. I'm going to set it default address. Let's place this order here. Now let's go to the My Account page. Addresses. Default address here. I can update it if needed. Or next time if I'm on my checkout page, I can just press on the default address and it automatically chooses this one here. Okay, back to the dashboard. Shipping. Let's disable this one for a minute and let's enable the cost by distance option here. I'm gonna select the shipping methods that is used for this calculation, that is flat rate. My original coordinates, I'm gonna set it up here. Cost per unit is 10 cents per kilometer. This is a distance units here. Whether to display the cost and unit in shipping label, yes. Travel mode is driving. I can limit the shipping distance. That means if the distance is more than 100 kilometers, then this message is shown. And free shipping distance, for example, is maybe 50 kilometers if I wanted to set it this way. Nothing else to configure here, so save changes, back to the checkout, refresh it, and let's add some address here. For example, this. Cost is $2.74 and it displays that is 10 cents per kilometer here. Now let's add another one. It's outside the range, it's more than 100 kilometers and therefore there is unfortunately we do not currently ship this far. And once again, as you saw, works like a charm. Now bear with me because there are some other goodies I would like to show you here, and first of those is cost by store distance. If I enable it and select store 1, I can set it up that from this location the cost is 5 cents per kilometer, from store 2 it's 15 cents, and store 3 it's 20 cents. Save changes, go to checkout and refresh it. Let's add the address here, select the store, and as you see it says 8 cents because it's really close. Store 2, 90 cents, and store 3, $1. And it's because I have this as my location and store locations are in the different places. This is really useful if you're having a food delivery or flower delivery or something like this. Okay, couple of other things for you to show. I'm gonna disable this cost by distance feature and I'm gonna select cost by store. For example, store 1, $5, store 2, $7, and store 3, $10. That means if I go to the checkout page, refresh it, add my address, choose my store to deliver from, store 1, the cost from this store is $5, from the store 2 $7, and store 3 $10. Once again, nice feature. And there is only one feature left I would like to show you, and this one is export here. Let's click on it. There is nothing complicated here, just press on the download button and all your orders from this date until this date are downloaded. In an easy way you can change the dates if needed. and nothing difficult here. Press changes and you're good to go. Just to remind you, those cost by region, cost by distance, cost by store distance, and cost by store location, those are pro features. And if you like them, then take a look at the link in the description of this video, because there is a link to the site you can purchase it. And pay attention that if you follow the link and use the coupon code I have provided you in the description of this video, you'll get a nice 15% discount. Plugin is really solid, support is also solid, and for sure the plugin authors will help you out if needed. Now before you go, I have also made a thorough tutorial about how to customize your WooCommerce checkout page. If you're interested, then take a look at the screen right now, because there's a video. Also, if you find this tutorial helpful, then press thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and let me know in the comments if you have any other questions. Meanwhile, take care.